If you've been wondering whether the Tri-Cities housing market is slowing down or returning back to normal, June has given us some pretty clear answers. Hi, my name is Kim Feliciana. I'm a local agent here in Tri-Cities, servicing Benton and Franklin County, and this is your June market update. The market is still moving as evident from the numbers that I'm about to spew out, but buyers that I'm seeing are making way more careful and thoughtful decisions versus years ago, back in 2019, 2020, when all the buyers were rushed into offering very quickly, waiving crazy contingencies to all bid on the same home that got 30 offers. So here's what happened this month. A total of 326 listed homes sold across the Tri-Cities. The median sold home price was $442,500, with the typical home, and by typical home I mean median days on market, at 23 days. Average days on market was at 59. And looking a little bit closer at each city. Now, I don't normally do this every month because it's time consuming, but I realize it truly is helpful for me to do this every month. So you're welcome. Richland's median home sold price was $490,000. West Richland came in at about $443,950. Kennewick, $439,950, and Pasco at $432,000. So what does this actually mean for buyers? There's definitely more opportunities to compare homes before writing an offer. Like I said, you're not rushed into a decision, and instead of feeling like they don't have time, buyers are definitely now taking their time, evaluating floor plans, really looking at photos, taking their times even with inspections. I'm seeing longer inspection contingency windows than I've seen in past years. Right now, they are really comparing overall value across Tri-Cities. Now, for sellers, the market is rewarding what I have always touted for many years now, and that is preparation. Homes that are priced appropriately, and by appropriately, I mean backed by data, professionally marketed, and presented well, will always have the most activity from buyers. And I'm going to give you a really good example. So this home that I listed this month in Pasco went pending, and we had multiple offers in 48 hours. There, at the time of this video, there is still 3 current active listings in this exact neighborhood that are still sitting on the market. So what's the difference? And also very important to know, their backyard, this is true for, please hear me, sellers that have a functional obsolescence, their backyard abuts a very busy highway. So how did I position their home greater than the 3 other current listings in the subdivision? And it's because we prepped aggressively, priced aggressively, and marketed it to the right type of buyer who would fall in love with this home. Plus, the other listings don't even have the highway in the backyard as a functional obsolescence. So when I say positioning matters, this is what I mean, because it's the difference between being on the market for 3 days or 103 days. Now, one thing I am seeing locally is that buyers are not necessarily looking for the biggest house anymore. They are looking for a house that solves one specific problem, or maybe a room that solves one specific problem. Maybe that's a dedicated office space or a main floor suite, or maybe they want to simply be closer to work, which is why understanding your neighborhood and understanding your floor plan is just as important as understanding on what the market is doing overall. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating here in Tri-Cities, Washington, make sure to click the button below to schedule a time with me, and I will see you in the next video.